Okay, everyone. So now we are learning the program of unstructured exception handling. And here we are using that with the go-to statement. So first of all, we are going to drag and drop one label. And here we are using, let's say, the first number. We are giving it as X. Now afterward, we are going to provide the next number. Let's say we are taking one more label here and we are changing that name to Y. Now afterward we are going to click back. So here we are having two labels X and Y. Now we want that user should enter the values of X and Y. So we are dragging and dropping two text boxes, one in front of X, that is text box 1, and one in front of Y, that is text box 2. Now we want that whenever user click on the button, then X divided by Y is calculated. So we are dragging and dropping one button here. Now here we are providing the name of button. Let's suppose X divided by Y. This is the name of button we are providing here. Now afterward we are going to format this button so that it can be displayed properly. Now here we are having the form with us. Now we can see that in this form there is a form 1. So if I want to change the name, I will click on the form and go to the text property. We can provide our name. Let's say Ankit Verma we are providing. Now we know that user can provide the normal entries. If I run this project, then afterward we know that if I simply write 4 and 2, we know that 4 divided by 2 is 2. That the normal people do. But let's say if any specious user put 0 here, we know that 4 divided by 0 is the infinity. That is nothing inside the any of the programming language. So such type of things are called the exception. Now, how to handle such exceptions? This is the divide by 0 exception, where program can lead to the infinite state or some other state which is not defined. So these are called the exceptions. So now we are going to handle this exception with the help of the unstructured exception handling using goto statement. So now on click of the button we want to do the code. So double click on this button. Now afterward we are having the code available. Now, first of all, we are writing the program of dividing two numbers simply. First of all, we are going to take the first number from here. This is text box 1 into the X. So we are declaring the variables dim X, Y as integer. Now here we are taking the value of X, which is value of text box 1 dot text. So from text box 1, we have taken the text here and stored to X. Now from text box 2, we are going to take the value, and so Y is equal to value of text box 2 dot text. So we have taken the text box 2 value here. Then afterward we want that their division should come, that is X by Y. Now we are taking the division as, let's say, integer type. Now we are saying Z is equal to X divided by Y. Now here we have divided the two numbers X and Y and stored their division to the Z. Let's suppose that we want to display this message box. So message box, let's say X divided by Y. Now that is equal to nothing but concat with the variable Z. Now we are going to run this program normally. If I run this, you can see that if I take number 4 and Y as 2. Now if I click over there, then X divided by Y is 2. So that is the answer. We can see that this is text box 1. So whose value will be taken by the user and stored to X. Text box 2 value taken by the user and stored to Y. Now X by Y, that is 2. So we have taken Z and displayed it. That is normal. But let's say if I am writing here 0. Now 4 divided by 0, if I click over there, you can see that if I am clicking over there, it is going to say overflow exception was unhandled. That means the program will come back to the coding. It is not showing anything. It is saying that overflow. Why? Because we know that anything divided by 0 is the infinity. And you assume that you are making a project and project is coming on the code. That is really a bad project. So for that we use the exception handling. Now here we are using the unstructured exception handling. So first of all, we are going to stop it. Then afterward, we know that user can give the values here, X and Y. So that means this code is prone to the exception. means in this code exception should come. So we should come above this code and write the exception handling. So in the .NET there is a inbuilt on error go to statement. So on error go to means whenever the error encounter or the exception encounter, you should go. Where should go? Let us suppose that we are putting a label here that is divide by 0. We should understand that this label should not be any predefined keyword. It should be anything which is not defined earlier. You can provide your name. Let's say you can say that Ankit. On error go to Ankit. So this can be a label. You can provide your name as well. You are putting a name and colon. So system will take it and assume it is a label. So if you are going back and after that you are saying, can you see that? Divide by 0. So automatically the label is captured by the .NET. Means whenever in this code, if some of the exception come, it will go here directly. So what do you want to say? If this exception encounter, you want to say that message box. Whenever a exception encounter, there is a object which is passed, and that is ERR. This ERR contain one thing which is number, means which type of exception is coming. So there is a number of all the exceptions, number 1, number 2. So it will give you the number, and you can, let's say, concat this exception with, let's say you are providing one column here, and afterward again you are providing the code. Then concat with ERR dot description. In the description it will provide you what is the description about the exception. So now we should understand that this code was prone to the exception because user can do anything. So above that we have made a checker. So on error go to is a checker. It is going to check over there. If any exception encounter, it will jump over there to the divide by 0. And here is the message which is printed. Whenever exception occur, this ERR is object which is having the number description. So now we are going to run this project. Afterward, let's say if I am providing normal statement 4 divide by 2. Now click on x by y. You can see that x by y is 2. Now click on OK. You can see that it is going to show you unstructured exception handling 0 dot. My program was working fine, still it is going there. Why? The reason is that I have not provided any break afterward. If my program is working fine, I should exit. But still these lines are working. So you assume that if the program is working fine, after that you should provide a exit statement. So that means you should provide exit. From where exit? Exit from the sub. What is sub? We know that the function which we are using, that is the sub. So this is the end sub. This is the complete sub function. We know that any function who is not returning anything is called the sub. So from this function we should exit. Now we should understand that if I run this project normally, let's say I am saying 4 divide by 2. Now click over there. You can see that it is x by 2. Normally the program worked. All the variables declared. It is a checker who is going to check. Now checking is going on. X is taken, y is taken, 4 into. Afterward 4 by 2 is 2. So message box 2 is printed, and then afterward exit. So click OK, exit. Now this line is not printed. But let's assume that there is a error encounter, means the exception. User enter 4 by 0. We know that earlier we pressed 4 by 0, and at that time there was exception occurred. Program was gone onto the code, which was really bad. That is called the exception. Now we know that 4 by 0 is infinity, so exception may occur. But we click here. What is going to happen? You see, now program is not going to the code. Now it is saying 6. Arithmetic operation resulted in overflow. So that is the exception which is occurred. Now you understand that how it is working. First of all, x and y values are taken. Now all the variables are declared. It is going to check on error go to. It is going to check. Now x value is taken as 4, y value is taken as 0. Z is equal to x by y. So 4 by 0 is infinity. Now it was checking that problem may occur. Now it find that problem occurred. Program is going to the inconsistent state. So here it just stopped the program over there. Stopped and is just sent to the divide by 0. So this part was not executed because it was directly jumped to the divide by 0. And once it just go to the divide by 0. Here there are two things, message box, so message box is displayed. One thing is error dot number. So the number, which number is the error? Number 6. The error whenever divided by 0 is the number 6. Now put a colon, so colon in between. ER dot description. Description means what is the type of error, describe it. Describing that arithmetic operation result in an overflow. Overflow means you are going to put the infinity. Infinity is going to the infinite, which will be the overflow. Overflow means whenever it is going to take out over the space, that is the overflow. So here it is saying that it can go to the overflow. So successfully the exception is catched here. So message box and this exit statement was not worked. So program stopped that for the execution. This is called the exception handling. So that program is not going to the inconsistent state. So this is how we have taken the unstructured exception handling using the goto statement.